Hi, this is Cheryl Gallant, your Conservative Member of Parliament for the informed riding of Renfrew-Nipissing-Pembroke. The Trudeau Liberals have a new perversion of the English language. Anytime they face questions about their plans and policy, they claim Conservatives are spreading misinformation and disinformation. You may recall reports of a spy plane being used on the Freedom Convoy. First, Trudeau said it was a training exercise. Then he called a federal Conservative MP an effing idiot and said the spy plane was misinformation and disinformation. Trudeau was recently asked by a reporter about his freeze on handgun sales targeting lawful firearms owners. Obviously, criminals will continue to buy and sell illegal handguns. If you're a criminal, this bill does not impact you. If you don't own or plan to own a firearm, this bill does not impact you. The only people this freeze can target are lawful firearms owners. Trudeau's response to the reporter's question was to warn them against spreading misinformation and disinformation by suggesting the bill targets lawful firearms owners. And it's not just Trudeau trying to trick Canadians. Trudeau's Minister of Censorship keeps claiming that user-generated content will not be regulated under Bill C-11, the Online Streaming Act. The chair of the CRTC testified that Bill C-11 gives the CRTC the power to regulate user-generated content. Bill C-11 is very clear. Any user-generated content which generates revenue is subject to CRTC regulation and oversight. YouTube runs ads in front of most videos, which means nearly every video uploaded to YouTube is subject to regulation. The Minister for Censorship doesn't want you to believe the bill says what it does. He doesn't want you to believe what the chair of the CRTC says. He doesn't want you to believe what YouTube and Spotify have said. He doesn't want you to believe that what every independent expert has said. He claims this is all just the Conservatives spreading misinformation and disinformation. That's the same trick the Minister of Public Safety is trying to use. For weeks, the minister claimed the government only invoked the Emergencies Act because the police asked for it. When every police force said it was not true, rather than admit he'd been lying, the minister sent out his deputy to clean up his mess. The deputy minister tried to convince Canadians it wasn't the minister who made the mistake. It was all our fault. We just misunderstood what the word ask meant. The government just wants you to forget that the minister said the police asked for the Emergencies Act. Forget that he said it in the House of Commons. Forget he said it on CTV's question period. Forget he said it in committee. Forget he said it 9 separate times. The government wants you to forget all that. This is classic gaslighting. Gaslighting is not just when somebody tries to deny reality and say the sky is pink. They want you to question your grasp on reality. They say the sky is pink. They say it's always been pink. They say you just misunderstood what the color pink is. They say you're racist if you think the sky is any color but pink. They repeat this over and over until you start to wonder if you even know what the color blue looks like. This is what the Trudeau Liberals are doing. You can fight this by sharing the truth, expose their lies. We will never surrender reality to Trudeau's abuse of power. As regular viewers of this program know, Justin Trudeau and his Socialist Alliance are trying to sneak a dangerous bill into law by first introducing it in the Senate. If Trudeau had introduced this Bill S7 in the House of Commons, the blowback would have been instant. Bill S7 will give border agents the power to look through your smartphone based on reasonable general concern. These words, reasonable general concern, are key. You may have heard the term reasonable grounds before. Reasonable grounds is a term used in Canada's courts every day. Judges, prosecutors, defense lawyers, and police all know and understand what reasonable grounds means and what it does not mean. The problem is that Trudeau and his bald-faced, lying Minister of Public Safety decided they were not going to use the tried and tested legal term. Instead, they invented a brand new term, reasonable general concern. Once the media finally started reporting on this dangerous bill, the main issue was that this bill would unfairly target minorities, the way many Muslim Canadians report always being selected for random additional searches at the airports. The problem is that under this government, what constitutes a security threat has been expanded to include everyone who holds views different from the Liberal Party policy. Last week, Trudeau said the biggest threat to Canadians was, quote, right-wing terrorism, end quote. He didn't say extreme right-wing. He didn't say far-right. He didn't say alt-right. He just said right-wing. Trudeau's puppets at the anti-Canadian hate network have now labeled pro-life demonstrators as a hate group. Just based on the Prime Minister's own statements, a border agent could stop anyone they suspect of being right-wing and search their phone. You can bet every lawful firearms owner will have their phone searched at the border. Christians returning from volunteering overseas will have their phones searched. If you donated to the Freedom Convoy, prepare yourself to have your phone searched every time you re-enter Canada. Currently, Trudeau's travel mandates and Arrive Can app requirements are causing massive backlogs at our major airports. International headlines are calling Pearson the worst airport in the world. Imagine how much worse travel will become if the government can search your phone based on a general concern. Most Canadians haven't even heard about this bill. It's up to each of us to get the word out about Trudeau's plan to search your phones, because it won't stop with border agent snooping. Please like and share this video so more people will learn about the next attempt at assaulting our privacy. Live from Ottawa, this is Cheryl Gallant.